It's time to dust off your favorite chair and sit in front of the big screen TV. Get a drink in your hand because it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Your number one host, the Thunder from Down Under, a man on a quest to make money for beer. Can Al Lu take Hartlepool United all the way to the Champions League final? Let's find out in today's episode of the Youth Edition. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another year of the Youth Edition. This year on FIFA 22, we'll be taking control of Hartlepool United. Our manager, of course, is Al Lu, one of the unsung heroes from the Bolton series last year. We've got a lot to take care of in today's episode. If you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe, put that notification bell on. We usually get 3 of these episodes per week. Maybe more. If I'm feeling generous, we'll see how we go for time. But we've got a lot to take care of in today's episode, really getting into the nitty-gritty of setting up this career mode for a long campaign. We're going to take this team all the way from League 2 to that Champions League final. So there we go. Al Lu holding up the strip. Let's get into this episode. First thing we want to look at is this year's objectives. Now, we've got a medium priority on the youth development to sign 2 players. I'm sure we're going to do that. The old pretense of this series is predominantly to just sign players from the youth academy. We don't sign real players. We will sign free agents and regens, providing that they have a generated face. But predominantly, if we look at the Bolton series last year, we try and push through with as much youth as possible, developing the squad over time and really pushing this squad to its limits. So we should be able to take care of most of the youth development objectives. Brand exposure, they want us to sign 1 crucial first team player to a midfield or a forward position. We'll see what happens there. Continental success, nothing of course. Domestically, just avoid finishing in the bottom part of the league. Hopefully we can do that. Reach the round of 16 of the FA Cup's an interesting one. And within 2 seasons in the EFL, get a mid-table finish. Well, hopefully within 2 seasons we're pushing for a League 1 promotion. Financially, to keep the player salary growth under 5%. That shouldn't be too tricky. Finance-wise, I have spent a little bit of cash. We'll get onto that shortly, but only 800 grand in the transfer budget and 18 grand in wages. We could probably slip that across a little bit, but we're not really going to need that transfer budget too much. Maybe the wages to be signing some free agents. We've got to get this squad turned over, hopefully before the first game of the season. Ideally, we'd have all youngsters ready to go for game number 1. Joining us on the journey is 3 former players as well. Johann Schultz, the big man on campus from Germany. Andreas Menendez, the captain from Bolton, the big centre-back. And Winston Mioyo, the central defensive midfielder from Burkina Faso. Now, you will see here that they are 3-star, 1-star scouts. Over the seasons, we will be upgrading them. But over the first 2 seasons, they will only be able to upgrade their judgment. I've just really gone for the 3-star experience to bring back a larger pool of youth academy players so that we can fill this team out ready for the first game of the season. So they'll stay 3-star, 1-star for all of this season. We can't spend any more money on the scouts. And then moving through the series, they will slowly get upgraded until they get to 5-star, 5-star scouts, which we won't see until like season number 5. So a long road here. Let's hope they can bring us back some talent. Now, where are we going to send them out to? Right, Johann Schultz is off to England for 3 months. Let's get some homegrown talent into this team. Andreas Menendez is off to China. Al Lu wants some of his brotherhood into this team as well. And Winston Mioyo is heading off to India. It's a new country that you can scout on FIFA 22, the only one that was added. So let's see if we can get some early Indian talent into this team. Now, if you're familiar with this series, you'll know what this is all about. If you're new around here, what I want you guys to do in the comments section down below is give me a country that you would like to see scouted. Now, if there is a country in the comments that you would like to see scouted, make sure you put a thumbs up on that comment as well. And when we go to send the scouts out next time, I'll troll through all of the comments, tally up all of those, comments that have all the thumbs up. And generally the ones with the most thumbs up are the countries that we go and visit. So make sure you get into the comment section and list some countries down below. Now, At this stage, we don't have the full mods or anything like that, but as we move through this series, I'm sure those modifications will become available and we'll be able to scout a lot more countries. So feel free to list anything down that you think we should scout, even if they're not on the current list. And hopefully by the time this comes around, we might have a few little options to get those countries. If they're not available at that time, I'll just go with the next one on the list that we can actually scout when we're ready to go. So get those comments down below, new countries to scout, and we're off and racing. Right, so here's the current squad. It doesn't really matter. All of these players have been transfer listed. We're going to get them off the books as quickly as possible. I think there was about 4 players on loan, so I've sent them back to their respective clubs. So it is a very small squad, and we're going to have to turn it over very, very quickly. I'm going to dip into the free agency, see if there's any, regens floating around already. Maybe we'll find ourselves another Al Lowe. And we'll have to go and have a look at our current youth academy to see if there's players there that we can automatically bring into this squad. Time to take a look at our current generated youth academy. We've got 2 goalkeepers, a central midfielder, a centre forward, and a striker. Let's have a look at them. They're relatively low rated, but there is some potential there. Archie Ball, 6'6", an Australian goalkeeper. That is handy. Looks like he needs a fair bit of work at 48 rated, but that's how these series start. So Archie Ball is our first signing to the team. Next up, we've got Osman Yelman from Turkey, another goalkeeper. A little bit frustrating that there's 2 goalkeepers sitting here, but we need numbers in this squad, so he gets promoted. Granit Suter from Switzerland. 50 overall, 58 to 76 potential. Not the best, but we're going to need players to do a job here for us. He's got a 5-star weak foot. Let's promote him to the senior team. Next up, we have a Timmerman from the Netherlands, 17 years of age, a centre-forward striker, 5'10". We don't generally play with a centre-forward, so maybe he slips back to a cam or we utilise him as a striker. He's got a high attacking work rate, 4-star skill moves. Obviously, we can train those things with development plans and the likes. 85 agility is nice. Yeah, okay. Welcome to the team, Rick. And last but not least, we've got Zhang Wang from Korea, a striker centre forward, only 41 rated, but as we know, that doesn't mean anything with these new development plans, dynamic potential, and all that kind of stuff. Al Lowe was 46 rated when we signed him from the free agent list and ended up at an 89 overall. So anything is possible if they stick around long enough. Let's get Zhang Wang into this squad. Right, so there are 3 regens available at this stage into the free agency list. We've got Helgason, an Icelandic goalkeeper at 6'5". We've got, is it Ian or Ewan? Duggan from Northern Ireland, another striker. Low work rates, but, we need players. And Ferenc Vas from Hungary. He's got a bit of a interesting haircut there, but left wing cam, right wing could be handy. It'll be a few days before their overalls come back. I just need that to come back before we, make a purchase so we're not overpaying on their wages. So we'll wait for that information to return. Pre-season tournament about to kick off. All the youngsters are in there. Tang, Timmerman, Suter, and Ball in the starting lineup. We're going to quick sim this, though, and see what happens. Probably a loss. Oh, that's a smashing 4-2. Second pre-season game. Don't see really much happening here against Victoria Berlin. We've scored a couple of goals. It's 3-2 and another defeat for Hartlepool. Our first sale of the transfer window, Timmy Odusina has gone to El Fire for £540,000. Right, we get the ratings back on these 3 players, 55, 57, 55. It doesn't matter. We need players into this squad. Let's see if we can get them all over here to Hartlepool United. So we make our 3 free agent signings. Vass here on the left-hand side. Duggan goes up top. We've got a lot of forwards, but the defence is going to need to be picked up pretty quickly. We've got 3 goalkeepers, but the Icelandic man and Helgason will start between the sticks. 55 rated, 5-star weak foot, and of course he's a big unit at 6'5". So things turning around. We need a full back line and we need another midfielder to complete our first 11, and we're going to have to get that all from the youth academy. This is probably our final preseason game, but some of the youngsters are in here now and the free agents, so let's get them playing. Let's get them some minutes. Let's get some sharpness into this team and get the boys gelling together. Of course, we're working with a 4-2-3-1 formation, a little bit more defensive to start off here in FIFA 22. Haven't played a lot of games, and we're playing on ultimate difficulty, so once we do get into the gameplay, I think we're going to be having to sit back and weather a storm. Let's simulate this one. and see where the boys end up. We get a draw. Well done, lads. Right, Nicky Featherstone has been sold for £260,000 and Little has been sold for £260,000. Right, Molyneux's been sold 300 grand into the kitty. We're slowly building up those funds to maybe make a purchase or just sort of store them for a rainy day. We're going to need money to sign youth academy contracts and the like, so get them out, get that money in the bank. Right, so I'm going to change Rick Timmerman at this stage to a central attacking midfielder, just trying to fill all the spots in our squad for now, and, you know, he can grow, mature, and if we need him back forward later on, well, we can change him again, but let's get him into a cam, and he becomes a 58 overall. That is a good increase. And generally when we're sitting in League 2, I like to leave them on balanced. I don't want them growing too quickly because they just outgrow the league and we absolutely dominate. If you leave them on balanced early on, if you're not, you know, trying to build a super team too quickly, it does sort of help them become a more rounded player later on once, you know, they get up to the 80 and 90s. If you concentrate on, say, playmakers or these kind of things, what you'll notice is that there's a lot of stats here that do make a good player that aren't being trained. Composure for one, if you just sat on a shadow striker or anything like that, that composure will just sit at 55 for the you know, until you change his growth once again. So either pick the really low stats like finishing and attack positioning here if you want to concentrate and get that more, you know, well-rounded. If not, just leave them on balance for a while and really hone them in later on once they've you know, got a good substance behind them. We've also got the opportunity now to turn Granit Suter into a central defensive midfielder. We're not actually playing with any centre midfielders at this stage in this formation, so you're better off having players that are, you know, deadlocked into the formations that you want to play. If you've got wingers and you're only playing with midfielders, like left midfield, change those wingers back or you're underutilising their growth patterns. So let's turn him to a CDM, and he's up to a 53. Brilliant. Right, Ben Killip, sold 450 grand. Thank you. Right, I've actually gone and loaned out one of the three goalkeepers in Osman Yelman, the Turkish keeper. He's going out on a year-long loan. We don't need three keepers here as much as, you know, we like to have players on the bench and the likes. If he can go away and get some rating, it might help us out. Ferguson has also been sold for 370 grand. The Youth Academy reports are back. Now, what I want to do here is I've obviously set them up as a 3-star, 1-star so that they can bring back, you know, more than one player to start with. But I think what we'll do here is we'll look at these current scouting reports. And if they've brought us back someone of real talent, they can keep that 3-star, 1-star moving forward. If they've brought us back pretty much nothing, they're going to be reduced to a 2-star, 1-star. And on the next report, if they bring us back nothing again, they're going to be all the way back to a 1-star, 1-star for the remainder of the season. So it's really up to these guys to bring us back some true talent. Now let's have a look here at Johan Schultz. He's brought us back Tommy Buckley, 35 to 49, 55 to 77. Not the best, but we're going to have to bring in most of these players so that we can fill the squad out ready for the first game of the season. So Tommy Buckley, welcome to Hartlepool. Next up, we have Louis Martin, 16 years of age, 43 to 57, 51 to 67 potential. Not the best potential, but looks like he could be a defender, and we're desperate for some of those in this starting lineup. So welcome to the Youth Academy. Next up, we have Alexander Coles, 36 to 50, 53 to 73 potential. Looks like a central midfielder, so welcome. And finally, we've got Declan Lowe, only 15 years of age, so it can be a little bit more picky with the 15-year-olds because they can't come straight into the academy. So is it worth signing up Declan Lowe? We've got a lot of strikers, and it is a very low overall. Let's have a look at his value. Only 130 grand. I don't think it's worth bringing him in because he can't come straight in, and we're just holding him and paying him in the academy. Not worth it. Thanks, Declan. See ya. Right, Andreas Menendez, he is in China. He's brought us back 5 players. We've got Su Cheng, 58 to 52, or 38 to 52, 51 to 69. Looks like he could be a striker or a winger. 5'6". He's already going grey. But okay, welcome. Next up, it's Zhang Wang. 50 to 68, so he could be an okay overall to start here, but a low potential. That's not the worst thing, though, because we do have dynamic potential in play. So let's get Zhang Wang into this team. Next up, we have Zulan Wu. 42 to 58, 65 to 89 potential. An attacking sort of player, so let's bring him in. 160 grand value. Oh, Menendez. coming in strong. Kai Zhang, 55 to 73, 78 to 94 potential. I think we found our first big name player, and a 78 to 94. I think Menendez is probably going to hold his 3-star rating here. 1.1 million. And finally, Fen Tian, 42 to 56, 50 to 66, only 15. Oh, it's an interesting one because we will need defenders. Do we put him in the academy just for now and hope that he turns 16? I guess we can offload him straight from there, pay him for a month and see what happens. Let's bring him in. And finally, it is Winston Mioyo. He's currently in India. Manjon Paul, 42 to 56, 49 to 65. Not the best, and 15 years of age. We're going to release him. Avinash Sal, 38 to 52, 56 to 78. It's pretty low, but 17, so let's get him in. Next up, Manohar Gopal, 6'3". Let's hope he's a centre back. 41 to 57, 51 to 71. Welcome to the academy. Next up, it's Sidorama Salunka, 31 to 43. Ugh, but 60 to 82 potential. Okay. And finally, it's Sidorama Mullah, 34 to 48, 53 to 73. He's 16. Okay, so let's have a look at this academy. I think Andreas Menendez, the pick of the crop there, I think he can hold his 3-star, and I think the other two lads are going to have to drop down to 2-star moving forward. But Kai Zhang, 61 overall, 78 to 94. He's a left wing back, so we will have to change him to a left back, but he can come straight in, promote to the senior team. Louis Martin, a backup left back, 5'8". We're going to need some defenders, 47 rated. Welcome to the first team. Fen Tian, the right back, only 15 years of age. Hopefully he can turn that around quickly. Manohar Gopal, a central defensive midfielder. That could be handy. 6'3". We could move him into a centre-back role for a while. So let's get him into the team. Next up, we have Zhang Wang, a left midfielder, 57 rated. Okay, welcome. Tommy Buckley, a centre midfielder, only 46 rated, but we need players. What's his height? 5'7". We'll see what we can do with these lads. Sidorama Salunka, another centre midfielder, 39 rated. That is rough, but welcome. Alexander Coles, 44 rated. Welcome. Su Sheng, 47 rated left winger. Welcome. Sidorama Mullah, 46 rated. Welcome. Avinash Shal, a right midfielder. Okay. 49 rated. And Zulan Wu, great name. 50 rated centre forward cam. So we'll see what we can do with these lads. Right, Gavin Holohan has been sold. 270 grand. Just shipping them out. There's no room for real players here at this club. Right, so as things stand, we have a full 11 plus a bench. But it is looking a little bit dubious. We definitely need some defenders. So we've got Duggan up top at a 57. Timmerman slips in behind him at a 58. We'll put Wang out here on the left side. Suda in the midfielder at a 53. But Buckley's going to join him. Now, to move him to CDM has taken 6 off his rating. So he's actually only going to play as a 40. Vass, we're going to chuck on the right with a 55. We've got Martin at right back, 47 overall. Gopal is being trained as a centre back now. He's got a bit of height there, but only 52 rated. And his partner is going to be Salunka at 39 minus 4, so 35 rated, but 6'1". The star player is Zhang here at left back. Right-footed. It might be interesting to move him across to the right-hand side. I'm not about the wrong-footed wingers. So maybe I need to change him to right back and then Martin at left back. Not too sure. And then Helgeson is the goalkeeper. Now, I've given him the captain's armband for now. He was the first player signed in, of course. But if you have any ideas, maybe after this first game, we can pass the captaincy around until someone really stands out. On the bench, we've got Sal, 49, Ball, 48, Tang, 41, Wu, 50, Mullah, 46, Coles, 44, and Cheng at a 47. So, you know, the boys are going to get tired. There's a lot of games here in League 2, and we've got another month before the Youth Academy Scouts come back. But that first game is on the horizon. Hopefully we're competitive. That's all I can hope for. Right, we'll cover this now. If I do make any changes to my settings at any time through the career mode, I will always let you know. But stock standard, off the cusp for the start of this career mode, we're going 6-minute halves as usual. We're playing on ultimate difficulty. That stupid competitor mode is turned off, but I have turned on player-based difficulty. I'm not sure what this is, whether this is new or not, but it says star players on the CPU AI team will have an enhanced intelligence while they are being controlled. Now, that's only star players, so I'm assuming it's not really going to affect too much in this one. Maybe like the highest rated player in the team. I'll see if I can get some more information on that. Quick substitutes I don't care about, and we just leave it on normal game speed. Camera wise, if you're interested, I use telebroadcast with a camera height of 17 and a zoom of 3. Just something a bit different, but that's how I've been playing FIFA for a long time. There's a new camera on next gen. I still don't like that one. Visuals, name and indicator as usual. Audio doesn't really matter too much, does it? And then slider wise, I've changed nothing at this stage. I know last year we did have the sliders up and about, but we've got to get used to the gameplay first. I've seen a lot of creators out there starting on legendary. Not here, mate. We're going in on ultimate, and get ready for a hiding. Now, if you're wondering about Hartlepool kits, well, of course, once the mods get involved, you know me, I like to do kit changes. I think we'll stick with these two kits for, you know, the first season. They're the, you know, licensed kit for this season. We've got a red and black, and we've got, I love the white and blue stripes. That's actually a kit that would suit my AFL team if you're Australian. North Melbourne. But yeah, and then effectively, once those mods come in play, I might add the third kit this season, keep the, well, they've got 2 different sponsors. That's really random. But, you know, keep it in time with that and fix up the goalkeeper kit and all that kind of stuff. But I think we'll keep these 2 kits for this season. And then from there on in, providing all the mods are working, I'm assuming they will be by the time we finish the end of the first season, we'll get into customizing kits and really making this series our own. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, Hartlepool United. Victoria Park is their home stadium. I set this up in the, you know, well, we didn't really even look at it, did we? But I've gone in and changed the colours as you can. Maybe we'll cover that one a little bit later. But yeah, I'm just hoping that we can get in there, make our own banners and the likes. But, you know, I've made the little adjustments that I can at this stage. We've got the flames on, as you like to see in our series, and this is the joy of playing on PC. You have a little bit more creative control. But our first game, who is going to stand out? Who's going to be the superstar? Can we get some points with Al Lowe at the helm, his first day, his first game in charge of Hartlepool United? All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Martin just trying to work his way down here and stop any crossing avenue to come in, but they're finding a lot of space here. It's a lot of early space, and it's 1-0 Crawley Town. Oh, he's offside. He's offside. He's offside. Very, very lucky here for Hartlepool. Okay. Comes Crawley Town again. Gopal, Indian lad, filling in at centre back. Here's a ball through for Timmerman. He's got a runner out wide in Wang. Wang pushing forward. Can he cross here into the box? He can. Oh, Vass couldn't get on the end properly. And some good signs here for Hartlepool. Tommy Buckley finds Suda. Timmerman back through. Tommy Buckley. Oh, save from Morris. Corner for Hartlepool United. There's our Luke. He's got a new blue suit. Looks like he's been into the dumplings a little bit on retirement. He's filled out a bit. Brings it forward, finds Wang again. And just wheeling and dealing out to the pocket. Can he deliver something in here? He can. Dallison gets up. Good signs in attack from Hartlepool. Is it inside? Suda pushes forward, out wide for Wang. Wang's going to look for something deep in the box. He's gone very deep. Here's the header! It's Voss! Oh, the man with the interesting hair. He's got a bloody bun. He's got a man bun. But he's got himself a goal. The opening goal for Hartlepool United. Well, it's a good ball over the back. And Bus just leaps to the occasion. Rose like a majestic salmon out of the river. Oh, look at that. Keeper had no idea. 1-0 Hartlepool United. It's the perfect start. Back inside. Just controlling a bit of possession here. And here's Duggan. Look for Timmerman. Get forward, son. Lays it off. Here's the goal. Oh, Tommy Buckley sprays it wide. Good from Suda. Finds Wang. He punches one forward. Duggan just holding up the plate. Lays it off now. Tommy Buckley. He's really been industrious in the midfield. Suda plays it forward. Finds Duggan. Can he turn? Can he burn? Can he deliver? He tries, but it's taken down. He wheels around. He'll find an opening here. Buckley pushes in for two. Oh, save from Morris. Well, Hartlepool have found something. A little bit of momentum. It's a good save from the keeper. He went early for it. Plays this one off. Here's Timmerman. Can he set something up? Plays it back. Vas to deliver. Looks inside. Oh, save from Morris. Duggan looking for his first goal. He's just wound up. The keeper, he's done well. Late corner for Hartlepool. Wang to deliver. Falls to Timmerman. He has a crack. Oh, and then taken out. And there is the halftime whistle. We've got the opening goal. 1-0 Hartlepool. Here's Crawley. Liverpool got in. Oh, referee. He's had the whistle tucked into his biscuits all day, and he's finally pulled it out here. In a very dubious position, right on the edge. And the boys are going to have to set up defensively. A man with some sheer determination on his face. The wall is set. Looks like they might try something here. The wall goes up. Oh, he's missed. Oh, we're opened up here. But it's some really good work from 39 rated Salunka. Buckley, can he fire this one out? He can. He finds Vas. Already got a goal to his name. Wheels around. He'll open this one up. He'll have a crack. And Morris has it covered. Oh, Goppel. Oh, look at the pressure here. Oh, Helgeson, big save. Oh, Salunka and Gopal, the Indian lads, have put in a shift here today. Suda, Zhang, back for Suda, back for Zhang. Let's get some running in the legs here. Pushes his way forward and he's run out. I mean, superstar value. It's not been on show yet. Oh, Helgeson again. The man's on fire. Absolutely on fire. Get the man a beard. Or a beer. Whatever. Big save from the big unit. Get in, lad. Slips it out wide for Wang. Wang looks deep. What's he got? Oh, he's found Duggan. Gets the touch. Duggan! Oh, get in, son. 2-0 Hartlepool United. Oh, Hartlepool gets in. Big goal. Big day at the office for the boys. You and Ian Duggan, I don't know. You're going to have to let me know in the comments. Chests it down, controls it well, and turn and burn. 2-0 Hartlepool United. What a start. Right, let's make 3 big changes. The boy's very much tiring. Not a lot of stamina in her 16-year-old. But 3 changes made. I didn't get to see who it was, in fact. But yeah, I'm sure we'll find out eventually. And I think it was the centre forward. But here's Duggan. Oh, he might find him. Wu has just checked in. Oh, Morris with the save. Corner for Hartlepool. The boys are up and about. First game in League 2. What a foot save from Morris. Oh, he's picked it out. Duggan finds Sal. Oh, I think he's offside. I think he's offside. Unlucky. Coles had only just checked in looking for his debut goal. 5 minutes of injury time as well. Camera's wobbling and shaking all about. Oh, it's close. Everyone should push back and help out defensively. Look after the captain. There it is. Lowe, 3 points on the first day of the season. Right, okay, we've got a different match facts screen here to look at. 15 shots to 5. Let's get a little bit more in depth. 93% dribble success rate. We'll take that. Shot accuracy was good. Pass accuracy was good. And tackles 7 to 4. Nice. Good information. Possession all over the pitch. Possession 1. Hey, this is pretty cool. Interesting stuff. 2-0. 3 points banked. Right, Mark Shelton has been sold, 540 grand into the kitty. Right, we've also loaned out Archie Ball, the Australian keeper. He's gone out on loan for the season. And Tom Crawford has been sold to Sutton United for 250 grand. Right, normally we'd do this at the start of an episode, but obviously we hadn't signed any players. But what I like to give you guys the opportunity in the comment section is to upgrade our players. Generally, I'll get through one of these per episode. It may be a couple between, catching up and the likes, because I do pre-record sometimes. But what you need to do is just let me know what changes you would like to see on his kit. Do you want to give him sleeves? Do you want to change his sock height? Do you want to change his boots? Do you want to change his number? Now, on the screen, there will be a graphic letting you know what numbers are available. The first episode, they're all available. So if you want to pick one of those, put it in a comment section. So put his name. It is Zhang. And let us know what you want to do with this kit. Generally, all players will have their shirts untucked. I don't want to see a tucked-in kit anywhere. But you can change all of the other things. Kit sleeves, the jersey fit. We've also got boots to choose from. Not that many. Oh yeah, there's a decent selection by the looks of things. But what you do find is if it's in the last slot, well, these ones are default boots, EA Sports boots at the moment. But sometimes if it's a boot that's not in the catalogue, it'll be sitting here as well. So just keep that in mind if they've got some sort of custom boots that we can't get a hold of. Kit socks, of course, ankle tape if you wish, and then we move in to gloves and anything that you want to see on the wrist. So put it down in a comment, get it all laid out nicely so it's legible and easy to read. And if there's a comment there that you think, he would look good like that, and you don't really want to put in your own one, put a thumbs up on it, because generally the ones with the most thumbs up will get the upgrade. So good luck to everyone at home. Get involved, get these players upgraded, and don't forget to put those scouting countries down below as well. Well, let's have a look here. The fans enjoy Lou's debut victory. Lou successfully kicked off his reign at Hartlepool with a win in the first EFL League 2 match in charge. Fans are beginning to feel optimistic about the current season and the longer-term future. The lads have given me 100%, and that's all I can ask from my players, said Lou after the game. Their attitude has been first class since I've been here, and I hope they can keep going. Well, we'll see. It's a long season. It's a very long season, but a lot of debuts. Everyone's, been up and about, and hopefully it's a good season for Hartlepool United. And with that is where we will finish episode 1. Obviously only the one game in here, but I need to give you guys time to get into the comment section and all that kind of good stuff. We've got a Carabao Cup game coming up, and it's only 2 days after that first league game, so these boys are going to be thoroughly tested for their stamina. It's against Charlton, I think. So that could be a bit of an interesting game. But at the start of the season, Northampton go to the bottom of the table. And a good win for us. Since it's in third position, I don't think we'll be there for long. What I will say, though, is if we do seem to be dominating Ultimate again, I'm not going to put that competitive mode on. That can fuck right off. But I will, eventually have to have a look at sliders if things are. But I think I said this last season, and then all of a sudden we started getting slapped like 6 and 7-0. So we'll just hold for now. But a good start. That's it. That's the Youth Edition. We're up and running for FIFA 22. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one. The Sparring DK channel now has Patreon, and if you feel like just going that little extra step to help, the channel grow, you can go across to the website, pledge your allegiance to myself, and for $1 a month, you're basically putting it in a jar and allowing for us to go and buy some more beers and record some more beer drinking episodes. Thank you very much to the current lads that have gone ahead and supported the channel. Absolutely tremendous to see anybody willing just to give that $1 a month at this stage. I cannot thank you from the bottom of my heart.
you really will make a difference in the future. So jump across there if you're that way inclined to the Patreon channel, sign up today, and we'll see if we can get some extra beer drinking episodes for you at home. Now, if you are looking for some more content, we've got a couple of videos, one here, and if you want to subscribe, there's a button right there. So go ahead, subscribe, and you'll be notified when the video